Hello and welcome to PlayStation Best Friends episode 87 for the week of January 18th, 2019. We're dropping every Friday to give you the rundown on all the latest PlayStation and gaming news you could possibly need. My name is Anthony Palm. Joining me, as always, Chicago's prodigal son, Miguel Alvarez.
Hey, I'm here.
That you are. I don't know. I never
can't
know
deny
where
that.
to
Can't deny that.
And the other one joining us, as always, Brooklyn's baddest boy, Jeffrey Mizrahi.
What up? What up? What up?
I don't know. You guys like my new Extra Life 10th anniversary T-shirt? If you're watching on YouTube, you can see it. It's pretty sweet.
If you watch the video version, Anthony's rocking the 10th anniversary Extra Life shirt that you got. We had to hit a certain donation level, right?
I believe it was $200.
Nice. And with the help of our awesome fan base, the PS Best Friends community, he was able to snab that. You still have to buy it though, correct? All right.
You have to pay for the platinum platinum Extra Life membership, but then it's anytime you hit a milestone after you buy the membership. So I think it was like $25, and then I got like a sticker. I got the shirt. I can get like a case for my phone, but I'm probably upgrading my phone in the next year, so I feel weird about getting it. But I don't know. Yeah,
well, it's still donation anyway, so all good. Like it's not like they're making like, huge profit.
Well, the platinum membership doesn't go towards our donation bucket, but I don't know if it's just covering costs of things. I don't know.
Yeah, it still goes
either way. Yeah, I really appreciate everyone that donated this year, and or last year, I guess at this point. And of course, we'll be doing one for 2019 as well. Never really too early to do that. I'm pretty sure Extra Life Day will be the same time this year, but you know, I might start planning stuff early and maybe do some smaller scale stuff earlier in the year. So we'll see. But yeah, what have you guys been up to?
Actually started again. I'm not sure if I mentioned this last week, but like I'm going hardcore into my like 5th rewatch of The Office. It's so good. It's just like I was looking at a stat. It's like 7% of watch time, like things watched on Netflix, is The Office.
Yeah, I believe it.
Something like that. Yeah,
there's a reason there's a reason you never heard any more of that rumor back from like September that the Office was leaving on Netflix. I think that'd be crazy. It was probably originally going to lapse, and they're like, nope, taking care of that. Just like how they took care of Friends too. So
yeah, they're paying some ridiculous amount for Friends to keep on, right?
Yeah. What have I been watching? I watched a few episodes of the show You on Netflix because Tay wanted to watch it.
Oh, that keeps getting recommended to me.
That show is fucked up.
It's an original, right?
It's based on a book,
but
it's not it's not ripped off of another show or anything. But it's based off the book. But it's fucking twisted, dude. It's pretty creepy. It's about a stalker that kind of like engineers his way into a girl's life, and then she's kind of not really how she seems either, and shit just kind of goes crazy. And it's cool, but it's like the first episode makes you really uncomfortable.
Is it like kids, or it's like a high school show, or?
Nah, they're like the girl's a college student. The guy is Penn Badgley, who is Dan from Gossip Girl. So he's like 30 something.
XOXO.
So, but yeah, I think that's really it. Oh, this is going to sound blasphemous to some people, especially with how close my relationship is with Star Wars. But I watched Raiders of the Lost Ark for the first time ever last week.
Wow.
It's just one of those movies where my parents never watched it. You know, I mean, they weren't into those movies when I was a kid, so I just never really naturally came across it. And I was like, oh, hey, this is on Netflix. Let's watch it. And dude, I swear I wish someone told me the Nazi's face was gonna melt off at the end, because I was like, what? Where the fuck did that come from?
Have you never seen that GIF?
I've seen it, but I didn't know it was from Indiana Jones.
Yeah. You didn't expect it showing up.
Yeah, I was like, what the fuck just happened? So that was pretty rad. But boy, watching that, and I'm like, Uncharted is just straight up Indiana Jones.
Oh yeah, completely.
Not in a bad way at all, like in an awesome way, but it really is like, goddamn, like Uncharted straight up was like,
you see the inspirations and stuff, you know. And is the whole trilogy on Netflix?
The quadrilogy is on Netflix with Crystal Skull.
They're making a 5th suit. I think it's coming out next year.
Dude, I know. Harrison Ford is like a trillion years old at this point. Oh my god.
But yeah, switching over back to games, I delved back into a game I've had on my system maybe for since it was a Plus game. Probably, I think 2 years now. Little Big Planet 3.
Yeah, 2 years sounds
Uh,
about right.
yeah, it's a 2014 game. So I thought it was a little later, honestly, but it did come out on the
Nah, it was
PS3 as well.
close to launch.
Yeah, because it was also a cross-gen game. And yeah, the story behind this was hilarious. I was just playing zombies, with Timmy Wooten, and it just crashed, or it was just some bullshit issue. I forgot what it was. And I'm like, I can't continue playing this goddamn game. Let me see what else I have in my system. Like, give me something wholesome, give me something fun. Don't give me a fucking live service game. Don't give me something that's just riddled with issues and updates and nonsense. And I saw Little Big Planet, and I'm like, all right, this is the game I need right now. And it's awesome. It's really fun. I like all the different animals, like the dog guy you could play as. I know this is super old for anyone who've played.
No, but for anyone that didn't
yeah,
really get into it, maybe they got their PlayStation later. You know, I mean, maybe they
yeah, for sure.
It, so.
I think yeah, it must be super cheap. I mean, it was a Plus game at point, but
I'm sure it's like $10. It's on at like GameStop.
Super fun, yeah.
Yeah, Little Big Planet Vita is kind of the same thing for me, where it's like I'm pissed at everything. Everything's pissing me off. Like everything's making me like just sad or upset or pissed off, and I just need to play something happy, and then I jump into Little Big Planet Vita. So I'm the same way with those games. And so Little Big Planet 3, that was actually made. Who made that? That
Sumo.
wasn't.
No,
Sumo
yeah, was
Digital, assisted by Supermassive.
Yeah, so the opening credits.
It wasn't not Quantic Dream.
It wasn't Media Molecule. No.
Media Molecule.
The opening credits gives a thanks to Media Molecule. The first logo, of course, is Sumo, and then it starts showing a couple other logos. I forgot, like I think Sony Santa Monica might have been one, as well as Supermassive. So I wasn't sure exactly.
And who did the Vita one? Was Vita Supermassive?
Unsure, honestly, who did the Vita one, but I don't think Supermassive did anything major. I think it was just like one of those helping things, but I just found it interesting, like a year, right? Because Until Dawn was 15 or 16. Either way, like just like right before Until Dawn, they did little. I think
Until Dawn was 16. That sounds right.
16.
Little Big Planet Vita was developed by Double 11, Tarsier Studios, and XDev Studio Europe.
Interesting.
So I was all the way wrong.
But either way, I mean, it's.
Unless I'm thinking of the PSP one. Who made the PSP one?
Oh, there was a PSP one. Wow, shouts out.
I think that's what I'm thinking of.
But either way, I mean, it feels as good as Little Big Planet 1 or 2. The only issue I really have with the series,
Gorilla Cambridge helped Media Molecule with the PSP one. PSP Little Big Planet was also dope. I like
Media
actually
Molecule
had
was
it.
the lead dev on that.
I don't know if they were the lead, but I looked up on
it had them.
It said both. So
interesting. But yeah, the only issue I have with that series is the two dimension, like the two plane system, where it's like,
I like that.
I don't understand why it's necessary. Like how you could go, like it has depth. Each level has depth. But I mean, it's not the biggest drawback, anyways. But custom levels are fun and all that. Besides that, more Black Ops 4, Smash Bros. Smash. I actually was playing a bunch of the squad strike mode, where like you pick 3 characters and then you kind of have like 3 lives, and each live is each stock is a different character. Have you tried that out or no?
I haven't tried it. I should give it a shot. I gotta play some more Smash. I haven't touched it in like 2 weeks. Not intentionally. I just been gravitating towards other stuff.
Well, what have you been playing?
So I have actually, interestingly enough, just to follow up on last week. So for the Division on PS4, I hit level 30, and I am in World Tier 5. So probably this weekend I'll work on capping out my gear score, and then from there I'll go about trying to go for all the shields to carry them over into Division 2. But yeah, so I love that game. It's just for me, it really is my, like, the Division to me is like Destiny to you, where I love the loop, I love the gameplay, I love the settings. The lore behind the game is actually really cool. You just kind of have to go out of your way to find it, which is kind of a pain in the ass. But even just kind
of like Destiny also.
Yeah, well, no, Destiny's really bad though. At least Destiny 2 is better, but the Grimoire shit in Destiny 1, I was like, I'm not going on a website in the middle of me playing. Like, but the environmental storytelling in the Division is just so goddamn good. It's just so good. And so I got the house, and I got the Caduceus, which are my 2 exotics that I'm running right now. But I also have an M1 that I'm subbing in and out. So we'll see where that goes. But the other thing that I've been playing way more of than anyone on this planet could have expected, including myself, is Paladins on Switch, of all places. I ended up picking up, if you're watching the YouTube video, I got this grip for the Switch, like in portable mode. Just because I was playing Lumines last week and it was hurting my hands really bad. I was like, I cannot play this game. Like literally, I won't play it because it hurts my hands. And so I got the grip, and then the grip obviously helps with just the ergonomics of hold the console or the handheld, whatever you want to call it. And so then I was like, you know what? Let me try Paladins with the grip too. And then I just didn't stop playing Paladins all week. I don't know what it is. But the game's fun. It runs really, really well on Switch. Like, I can't believe how well it runs on Switch. If I don't know if it is 60, but it feels 60. So if they're simulating a 60 frames, I don't know, but it feels really good. Load times are a little whack, but it is a Switch. So, but I'm hoping they add Realm Royale to Switch. But the actual main Paladins game, I'm having a lot of fun with, and I might, if it goes on sale, I might pick the Champions pack. I'm not spending full price on it, but I might pick it up if it goes on sale for like $15-20.
Is that a thing that even goes on sale?
Yeah, I've seen it go on sale.
Oh, that's how I don't know.
It's the same. It's the same Devis Smite high res, and the Champions the Gods pack, whatever, fucking goes on sale all the time too. Which that's coming out next week on Switch.
Oh, Smite's coming to Switch?
So it's out now if you buy the Founders pack. But
okay, yeah, same thing as
coming out next week.
Yeah.
So I might download it and try it, but I think Paladins is the one that I'm kind of. And I actually re-downloaded Warframe on Switch. I haven't tried it again yet, but just to see if I can get into it, because I need one of those, like, I need just games that I can just play mindlessly in bed, you know. So we'll see. Miguel, you've been playing anything? You wrote nothing, but I don't believe that you've played 0 things.
You might be wondering why I haven't spec from the last 11 minutes or so. I'm paying my respects for Black Ops 4. It was a good time, you know. It was a good 2-3 months, but you know, it's time to let it go. It's sad. It's I'm a little emotional. But you know, it's just time, you know. Yeah, it was great times. Man, I can't.
I wish I just had a
that
highlight
game.
reel of
Hurry
you
up.
just screaming.
So what killed it for you? What killed it?
The new update, man.
The new nerf to quote unquote nerf to 0.
To 0, yeah. Just overall, man, the game is just, it's too frustrating. I'm
Now the whole
Blackout
thing or
looks
just
all-
multiplayer?
multiplayer. Zombies, you guys know I don't care too much about it. Blackout, playing by myself is boring. I don't like. It doesn't give me that feeling I already said that PUBG gives me, like that tense moments. It's just, I don't know. It's too arcadey for me. When I'm playing with someone or in a team, in a squad, it's a little bit more fun just because, you know, we're talking or whatever it is. But yeah, man, I don't get why. Well, I get why they're focusing on Blackout, because we're gonna get into the story that it's going free play and it's probably gonna be free in a month or so. And I feel like they just forgot about multiplayer and zombies, and they were like, let's focus all our efforts on Blackout.
Yeah, it definitely feels like Blackout is the feeling I get from this whole game is, all right, we got to have something for right now with multiplayer and zombies, but Blackout is what's sticking around. And that's the feeling I get. So,
Which
but,
is
Blackout,
which is not the feeling I really am getting from the industry. Because I mean, maybe I don't.
I mean, money wise, business wise, that's what makes sense for them, and that's what they're doing.
True, yeah, I'm saying right now, but like long term, I don't know if Battle Royale is going to stay. I mean, it could. I might sound like an idiot a couple of years from now, but
have you seen their stock? They need money, and that's what they could bank right now on it.
Yeah, Activision Blizzard is not doing so hot.
Yeah, just tell me.
It's still hilarious to me how like all the different facets of fandom within Activision Blizzard are blaming it on their own things. So like World of Warcraft fans, they're blaming the entirety of Activision Blizzard sinking stock on WoW. And then Destiny fans are blaming it on Bungie leaving, and then Call of Duty fans are blaming it on like multiplayer sucking. So it's just funny, like it's all these things. You know what I mean?
It's not that the multiplayer sucks. It's just there's no love for the game, I feel. Like at the beginning with the zombies too. Like nobody was talking about it. They still. When was it? Like 2-3 days ago. What's the guy for the zombies? Jeff. He had
Jason
like a
Lundell,
key.
yeah.
Yeah, he had a Q&A, and I don't even know if they like. Did he address some of the concerns of the game?
For the duration of his Twitter Q&A, so he would just
Oh, it was a
over
Twitter
the,
Q&A.
yeah, he took over the
Oh,
Twitter
okay.
account. He had a rate of Mr. Waffles posted this of 0.1 answers per minute.
0.1 answers for wow.
Yeah, so the thing went on for I think 2 hours, and I think he answered about like 12 questions.
That's
yeah, no.
sad.
Oh, and some of the questions were ridiculous. One of the questions were, is Scarlet, the female character in the new maps, is Shaw the old man character in the new maps father? And he actually answered, is Scarlet Shaw's father? Is this 20-year-old girl this old man's father? And that was the question he answered. And he's like, nope, that makes no sense. She's not. And it's like, thank you.
Did he address anything of the the technical side of the game?
No,
Like
no, not at all. Someone asked the
going to
closest
blue
thing.
screen and stuff like
Oh
that.
no, not even. He didn't even mention leaderboard. He didn't. No, it was real. I mean, at this point, the zombie community has been accustomed to expect nothing out of these. Maybe one small tidbit. We did get one small tidbit. The next map is probably going to be Greece or Greek related, or something with Zeus, Greek mythology, all that. But besides that, they answered a question about a roadmap. Someone asked, Mr. Doc J asked, can we get a roadmap of when all the things are coming in zombies? And he goes, yeah, we already have that. Check out the blog post from today. The blog post from that day literally just said, here's a list of things coming in 2019. That's a whole 365 days. Like that's not a roadmap, and it's wild how the communication still is terrible.
Last thing for it, then we could just move on because fuck it. What was the problem with Destiny 2 at the beginning of when the game launched? It was too casual, right?
Yeah.
That was one. Okay. I feel. Yeah, okay. Multiplayer wise, because that's what I play mostly on Black Ops 4, the game's too casual. And they're even making it more now with the nerf to 0. Like they're penalizing the good players. That's how I feel. Like there's no point, honestly, to go for the high kill streaks.
Yeah, I mean, and not even multiplayer. Blackout also, I see a lot of tweets at Charlie Intel, because of course people think Charlie Intel is Call of Duty, saying add more ranks to Blackout. I didn't even know this was a concern, but I mean, I guess it is. Thinking about it,
for the people that already got 200, that's it.
If you if you hit 80 in Blackout, there's really not much to do in Blackout. Like there's no prestige in Blackout. So I don't, and it's so easy to add a prestige. Like literally in zombies, it's just you could go up to level 1,000 after you prestige 10 times. But yeah, the game companies or developers have to get a better focus on who they want their games for. It seems like when they're under big companies like Activision or EA, it's too much. And
we're gonna see in the news. And
yeah, let's bring it over to where we could find it in the Islander report.
There'll be some news.
There are 8 items on the list.
Oh, Captain's count.
So the first one, this blew me away. I did not expect this to happen in the middle of like a random Thursday or something.
This to happen.
Bungie and Activision are parting ways after entering a publishing agreement in 2010, with Bungie maintaining publishing rights to the Destiny franchise. Bungie made the announcement through Bungie.net. In the official statement, Bungie says, quote, with Activision, we created something special. To date, Destiny has delivered a combination of over 50 million games and expansions to players all around the world. That means they sold that many. It's a weird wording of that. Following the 8-year run, Activision has transferred publishing rights for Destiny over to Bungie, allowing the developer to fully control and publish its own property. Bungie further stated, quote, with our remarkable Destiny community, we're ready to publish on our own, while Activision will increase their focus on owned IP projects. The planned transition process is already underway in its early stages, with Bungie and Activision both reportedly committed to making sure the handoff is as seamless as possible. Bungie says it has learned a lot from Forsaken, Destiny 2's latest major expansion, and has assured fans that more is on the way and will continue down the path of the existing Destiny roadmap. This will include more seasonal experiences of upcoming months, some other clarifications. Yes, Destiny 2 is on Battle.net, Activision's launcher, and that will continue being supported for the foreseeable future. They tweeted about that. That's not leaving Battle.net or anything like that. And this really leaves Activision with one completely owns property, Call of Duty, as their active owned property. I keep seeing that. I don't know what I was trying to look it up, which is very difficult. What's the relationship?
Well, now
with
again, are we
Crash
talking just Activision, or are we considering Blizzard?
Activision. We're not saying Activision, but of course, Activision, Blizzard. But yeah, I don't really know how they owed Spyro and Crash. If they could they lose it in any way, or I don't know really I know they could publish those games and stuff like that, but yeah, so they do not have Destiny in their repertoire games. What do you guys think?
Question. I don't know if you guys know this or not. If they keep supporting, I'm sure they are gonna support it for the year because they already, you got the year one content that it's coming out. After that, is Bungie gonna continue supporting the game, or are they gonna release like Destiny something and put it somewhere else?
Destiny World.
I mean, honestly, that's a great question, and I hope,
because I'm sure they want to stop fucking feeding Activision more money with that game.
That's a good question. I don't know if Activision will get any future sales of any revenue from future sales of Destiny 2.
See, that's so all if for the microtransactions and everything, is it still gonna go to Activision or is it going to Bungie now? That's my question. I'm sure we're not gonna know until probably later, but that's I'm interested on the business
for
side.
sure. Yeah, no, I wonder if they're gonna ever make that clear, and when that would happen. But when they, because I see a lot of tweets also, people saying they are more inclined to buy microtransactions and support, pay for silver and shit in Destiny because it's not going to Activision anymore and it's going to Bungie.
But that hasn't been clear though. That
hasn't been clear. Yeah.
And I feel like if it's not going all to Bungie, I don't see why Bungie should be supporting the game instead of trying to release
because it's their baby.
Oh, I know, man, but I'm saying.
And they still
profits are going into it.
Feels like they have an obligation to the players too. It sounds like.
Yeah, I know from a business perspective. Miguel's saying
the other thing is because people keep saying, I keep hearing, I don't know if you have heard this, that they should just build in this game and just keep expanding it instead of releasing a new game.
I think they'll do a Destiny 3 or a Destiny whatever is just because they'll probably want to get the next one off of Battle.net where they can genuinely do anything they want. And then they don't have to split anything with anyone and they can put it on the Epic Game Store like everyone else.
What's your opinion on this? What do you want them to do now that they're split, Jeff? Because you're the main Destiny guy.
Yeah, it's an interesting thing because there are really two things they could do. They could either just continue supporting Destiny 2 as a full-on live service, something like Overwatch, just have years or Siege, have annual passes. That'll probably be more similar. Or they could do Destiny Infinite would be weird. What would it be? I guess Worlds, but why is Worlds always the subtitle for I
don't know. I just
full game. No, I know. I was like that. Thinking that also
Other Worlds. That's I don't know.
That would be also an interesting move, but then people who I guess don't know about the split that were burned on buying a new title with Destiny 2 after playing so much Destiny 1, will they not buy the Destiny 3? I would honestly prefer them to keep building on Destiny 2, unless they could do something with a Destiny 3 that is drastically changing up Destiny in terms of kill those low times. Make it the whole menu system snappier, just make things faster. I was really upset when Destiny 2 had the same now I got to load back into the tower. Now I got to fly, watch my ship fly through space for another 2 minutes, before loading up a thing. I thought after D1, because that was held back by PS3 and Xbox 360, this next gen Destiny 2 would have been more fleshed out. But I mean,
they were forced to make the Destiny 2. I feel so. I feel like that's why people were saying it's 1.5 instead of the next Destiny 2.
Yeah, I mean, while they're
something
not
like that.
forced to do, while they wouldn't be forced to do a new title, a new Destiny 3, I feel like doing that would maybe come more from a wanting to start afresh on our
Fresh.
own turf. Yeah.
I'm gonna give a hot take right now, and it's not out of hatred or anything.
Ooh, I'll take comment.
I want to see Bungie do something totally different.
Wow. Well, they are.
Just
Do you
move
remember
on, no, but move on from Destiny, just like how they moved on from Halo.
they signed that deal. I want to say Tencent, but it was a Chinese company.
No, it was
Maybe
a Chinese company, but it
it's,
wasn't Tencent.
NetEase. It was NetEase. Good call. And that's still something. I'm curious as to what that is. It's not Destiny. It's a new game.
You don't think it was just funding to be able to leave Activision? That's
I mean,
what
it has to be something because
Yeah, no. Well, no, they said they're making a new game, but I don't know. I mean,
because I would just really like to see Bungie take everything they learned from Destiny and make something totally new again. I think that would be really cool.
But I mean, I think it would be weird if Bungie was to drop Destiny fully, in the sense that, like, yeah, people say, "Oh, Destiny player dropping, no one's playing Destiny."
And like I said, I'm not even saying that out of
Yeah.
maliciousness. I just want to see them do something else. And
you know what I could see them
they'll
doing?
do a Destiny 3 or something, but I just give us the fucking Darkness storyline and then kill it.
What I could see them is continue to support Destiny 2 for years to come, and
then
release
a
it
new
a new IP. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
I think the most likely thing for them.
Yeah,
to
agree.
do.
I mean, because Destiny 2,
that makes more sense.
Destiny 1 in 2014 to Destiny 1 in 2017, or even now if you jump into it, is really so different. So and even Destiny 2
you
to
missed all
Forsaken.
the bad parts of it. Jumped in when all the good stuff was out.
No, but I'm just saying, like the game could change. The game could change so drastically, and like it could look so differently. That I mean, it still could make sense to just continue changing Destiny 2 as it is. It's something else.
Yeah,
But,
no, I would like to
agree.
see them just kind of keep updating Destiny 2 and then make something totally different.
We'll have
The
to see.
thing
We still
is,
got
like I said,
two.
I agree with all that. The only thing is, if Activision getting any money, that's the only thing from Destiny 2.
Probably any new expansions or anything, they probably won't get anything from. But they will probably still get credit for if like purchases through the Blizzard client and all that
Oh
stuff.
yeah, obviously, yeah.
I don't know what Activision's
That's
doing.
why you
I mean,
buy it from the Humble Store.
Yeah, right. Their management has shifted up this year, so hopefully, expect some different things with Call of Duty or something.
Or yeah,
Doubt it.
Morheim.
The
is what
next
he
two
knows.
games are already set, so that they're not gonna change.
Yeah.
Next up, developer Psyonix announced on the PlayStation blog that Rocket League now has full cross-platform play. PlayStation 4, Xbox One, Nintendo Switch, and PC. Players could all play Rocket League together. This is now the second game joining this program. Fortnite was the first one, of course.
Technically,
Now just make
Technically,
Psyonix account so I
Rocket
can play
League
with
was
my
the
Xbox friend from my Switch.
Oh, was Rocket League the one that was the first one that showed that
it was activated? Yeah, and then they were like, "Oh yeah,
yeah."
So like, it really is a flip of a switch. We did it by accident.
This is wild. I know it's just only 2 games have PS4, Xbox, and Nintendo all playing in one world.
The issue was that it was happening, just not between PS4 and Xbox. Now it's between everything. So, but I think the main thing that they, I think, need to do with Rocket League, and I think they're working on it. Don't quote me. Is again, they need to make accounts like how Epic has the Epic accounts, so that way I can be in a lobby in Fortnite with you on PlayStation or with my friend on mobile, or you know what I mean. That's how you would need to get to be able to make lobbies with people, is to have a Psyonix account instead of just a local account.
I'm sure they'll get there, man.
So I'm hoping they do that, because I would play with my friend Mike a lot more, but he exclusively plays Xbox, and I want to play either on Switch or PC. So
I really wonder if this PlayStation is going to go into PlayStation 5 and we see at launch PS5 having more cross-platform support, or if it's just kind of like,
it's going to come down to the devs. I think that Sony's just going to be like, if you want to do it, you could do it, and then from there it's going to be the devs.
Interesting.
I don't think that they're going to seek out people to try and get it, but they're not. I just don't think they're going to be a roadblock anymore.
Yeah. Next up, in less happy news, according to a new report over by Jason Schreier on Kotaku, EA's open world Star Wars game in development following the closure of Visceral Games has been canceled. Kotaku has reported the game's alleged cancellation. According to Kotaku, this Star Wars game was the one announced following Visceral Games' closure in 2017. So when they were working on a Star Wars game, which came alongside the cancellation of Amy Hennig's game in production at the studio. Development resources. Oh my God. Yeah, right. That felt
like it was like a couple months ago.
Development resources at the time shifted from Visceral's title, reportedly codenamed Ragtag, to this new, now reportedly canceled title. There's no new word on what EA Vancouver's focus may be and whether or not they will continue exploring potential Star Wars games. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if they just shut down. And EA had a
new update.
Yeah, EA responded to the report with a statement, quote, "There's been speculation overnight about one of our Star Wars projects. As a natural part of the creative process, the great work by our team in Vancouver continues and will evolve into future Star Wars content and games. We're fully committed to making more Star Wars games. We're excited about Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order from Respawn, and we'll share more about our new projects when the time is right." EA did not concretely confirm or deny Project Orca's cancellation. That was what the Star Wars game was called?
Yeah.
Reportedly?
Yeah, they changed
that was the like code name for it.
Yeah, that was Vancouver's, yeah. But the statement did seem to imply the work done so far will be possibly focused into new projects if indeed Orca has been canceled.
Yeah, so the writing was kind of on the wall when they were like, yeah, we're moving it and then retooling it and totally changing everything about it from Visceral to Vancouver. I was like, yeah.
Because it was a single-player focused game.
I was like, that game's not going to come out. They're going to gut it, take some parts out of it, and maybe do something else with it. But it's unfortunate, but the writing was kind of on the wall.
I mean, honestly, it's probably for the better in the sense that, like, if I coming from like Visceral's perspective, in the sense that
it would have been a total Frankenstein monster.
Exactly, yeah.
It just sucks, man. I just miss getting Star Wars games. I don't even care if they're bad quality Star Wars games. I just want.
You're getting bad Star Wars games. Dude, you'll be complaining so fucking much right now.
No, because we used to get. See, this is the problem. Is that there's all these new school Star Wars fans that are like the vocal minority on Twitter that, you know, like everything sucks and everything's miserable. No, we used to get bad stuff all the time in the 2000s, and I loved all of it. You know what I mean? Like all the Clone Wars games were terrible. I loved them. The Phantom Menace game was terrible. I loved it. You know what I mean? We got some good ones like the pod racing and stuff like that. I just want
a shitload of Star Wars
like AA Star Wars games. That's all I want. I don't need
there was the movie games also, right? Like they did
I just want so maybe I don't want bad like explicitly, but like AA and single A Star Wars games. I just want
you got a mobile.
Like I don't need a God of War for Star Wars. I have the movies. You know what I mean? So like I don't know.
Dude, I don't know, man. I think Visceral would have pulled it off, dude.
Yeah. Oh, I'm not saying I didn't player wise. I'm just saying at this point.
It's crazy. It was a 10-year deal?
10 years. Yeah, and that was
2023.
Who was making 1313?
Ooh, good
Star Wars
question.
1313.
That was LucasArts.
Yeah, that was
LucasArts. That was before EA.
When they showed that demo, that looked really, really hot, man.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure
I was into it. I was like, ooh, I'll probably buy it.
It was going to be Boba Fett.
But
so it's, I mean, because you like to think that like, oh, I bet Disney feels really stupid for giving EA the thing. This is probably the smallest drop of money in like Disney's overall bucket. That this is like
Lucasfilm probably feels stupid about it, but Disney, they don't give a shit.
Yeah, like the Bob Iger. I mean, the Battlefront 2 scandal, but that was just for the image.
It just sucks because it's like it's a 10-year deal with EA that's been going on for what 5? We're halfway through, about 5 years.
Around
we got 2 games.
The theme of this episode is 10-year deals turning out to be very shitty
games. We've got Battlefront 1 and Battlefront 2. Battlefront 2 is a disaster.
Question: if the next game, which is what Star Wars Fallen Order,
Jedi Fallen Order,
sucks, which I hope it doesn't because it's Respawn, and I
really wish Respawn. When I found out Respawn was bought by EA, I got so scared.
Same, but if that game is bad, hopefully it's not. Do you guys think Disney will be like, hey, we won out from this because this is not working out?
I don't think so.
It would have to be a Battlefront 2 situation or worse for Disney to bail on the contract that with just 2 years left.
I don't think there's any scenario where Jedi Fallen Order is bad. I could see it being okay. Mm-hmm. I can't see it being bad.
And you guys think it's coming out this year?
I think it was announced for this year, right?
It is. It's announced for this year.
Titanfall 3 is probably next year.
I do not think so. I cannot. I mean,
You don't think so? That what the
That's coming out this year. If it
It's
comes
just
out
like
this
this,
year,
see, this is getting me mad too because it's
I
like
don't think
I also
Fallen Order's
want
gonna come out
Titanfall
this year.
3
Okay, wait.
because I'm also very close to Titanfall 3, and now you're fucking with all my shit.
so
Now EA is like, oh, let's take a little bit of all the things Ant likes and just
That-
fuck all of it up.
that has to come out this
Oh,
year.
Titanfall 2, your favorite game out of all the shooters that ever existed. Let's put it right in between Call of Duty and Battlefield.
That game has to come out this year
Jedi.
because EA, yes, because EA is not gonna have Battlefield or Battlefront this year
Mhm.
in the fall. So it's
yeah,
that or
I
I
guess
don't
they
know
can,
that
yeah,
Battlefront 3 won't be this year.
No.
Battlefront 3 definitely not a no Battlefield, of course.
That's what I'm saying. So
yeah,
it
I
might,
guess.
It has to be.
might be Battlefront 3 announced at E3. You never know.
I mean, they have Anthem at the top of the year, but yeah, I guess
sorry,
they
yeah.
wouldn't.
Anthem's coming out in the next couple months, so
That's
Yeah,
fair.
yeah.
they need something for the fall.
True.
I could totally see a Battlefront 3 just being shit out.
Can't see here. Just imagine a scenario where you got a really decent story, and the multiplayer, because it's obviously gonna have multiplayer,
Yeah.
God, I hope not.
it is, and it's similar to the Movement and Titanfall.
No, it's third person.
Well, I know, but I'm saying movement wise and stuff like that.
But well, that doesn't make any sense though.
Like, is there any wall running first person? No, not first, but third person. No, I can't think of any. But I go.
I just want them to make another fucking KOTOR. game.
Realistically, I think the multiplayer, if Jedi Fallen Order, we don't really know anything about it. If it has multiplayer, it's going to turn out to be like a Tomb Raider multiplayer, where it's like, oh, we shoehorned in this multiplayer to the single player game.
But how do you put in a multiplayer that isn't just Battlefront?
Just have TDM. Just
Like, why? Well, how
Yeah,
do you
just
put in a
have
multiplayer
TDM.
that isn't just
So-
Battlefront in third person?
do
So
bare
have-
minimum.
Dude, they know how to do first. It's the games in third person, right?
Yeah.
Ah, fuck. Yeah, that'd be complicated. I was gonna say like
That's
have,
why
like,
I just really
TDM
hope
and stuff
it's
like
just-
that, but I don't know.
Co-op,
It's not
Co-op's
gonna
fine.
have it.
But I don't want any PvP.
It will have PvP. EA needs to make money, bro.
Gotta
More of the
those
story
subscribers.
is do not sign 10-year deals with big companies.
Companies.
Next up, Ubisoft has announced that the private beta for Tom Clancy's The Division 2 will begin in February 7th and end on the 10th. Players can gain access to the beta by pre-ordering the game or by registering for limited spaces through the Division's website. While details weren't given, the beta will allow for players to experience the dangers of post-pandemic Washington, D.C.
Ooh,
So they didn't give
boy.
any other details, like is any shit going to carry over? How many levels can
Nah,
you rank
it
up?
didn't carry over with Division.
No, it
1.
didn't carry. So I
Okay.
expect that. Probably like a patch or a camo like last time.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I don't know what this whole like fetish with like everything needs to carry over from the beta.
Nah,
like
nah.
that was never a thing. It doesn't need to be a thing. Like I
No,
don't know.
well, no, it's good in games where if the beta
People
is the
should-
first
people-
couple missions,
people
why
should
not
But
treat
the
it
thing,
more
but the
as
thing
a
is,
demo,
though, it's
dude.
like if it's a real beta, then it's not a final version of the game.
Exactly.
So then, like, you know what I mean? I don't know.
Like I said, people should treat it more like a demo.
If it's an open beta,
Instead
that's
of
one
a-
thing of it carrying over. But a private beta,
I
that's
mean,
like,
I'm sure it's gonna be open the week after.
yeah, probably.
Like they did it, I think. Last
I think they
time.
did that with Division 1, where it's like
Yeah.
it was like a private beta week,
and then it
one,
was
and then,
open.
like
like,
on Friday
weekend.
the following weekend. They're like, we didn't do it again. It's open.
Yeah, so get up on that if you're trying to play it. And the game is coming out March 16th,
15.
15th, one day
Well,
off.
it depends if you buy the gold edition.
When's the regular fucking ass edition coming out? Like
it's the 15,
15th,
So if you
all right,
buy
March
it,
The
15th.
regular fucking ass.
which is Friday, and if you buy the gold
It says
edition,
it
it
on the
comes out
box.
Tuesday. So
Yeah. No, I've the early release dates confused me too much.
Now, are you gonna play this with us?
he already said no. So
Division? No, Anthem was the one I was gonna get the trial of on Origins.
We're gonna
Division,
we're gonna do PC though, right? For Anthem.
for Anthem, yeah.
Not like last second you're gonna be like, oh, I'm gonna get it for PS4, and then fuck me, and I gotta play it by myself.
I don't really see myself putting money on the Division right now. Not from me hating on the game perspective.
Oh, but not
just
even a game
but
player though.
from,
I mean,
but the trial though, you get it before it comes out regular, right?
hold on, are we talking about Division or Anthem?
No, now we're talking about Anthem.
Okay, Division. Are you gonna GameFly Division?
Oh yeah, I'll probably get it GameFly, but that's gonna come. That's gonna
Yeah,
be
so then
2
just
weeks
play it with us
after.
while you have it on GameFly. I'll still be playing
sure.
it.
I'm saying.
But yeah,
I'll be
so
next
Anthem,
level.
we're gonna do. I think you get like a free trial for Premiere, and then it's $15 a month. So even if I got to pay $15
Yeah.
to play the full game, that's whatever. I'll probably be
Okay.
over in a month anyways because
Gonna have to download
I got a weird feeling about Anthem, man. I got a weird feeling that it's going to be like we're going to get.
I want to like it. I want to like it.
I feel like we're going to like it. I just feel like we're going to get through all the content super fast.
For sure. Moving on. We're happy. Oh, that's just the middle of this news story. IO Interactive has announced that they are opening up a new studio in, I don't know how to pronounce this. It's Swedish. I gotta go to an IKEA to figure it out. But
Malmo.
Malmo? Just Malmo?
I think it's just Malmo.
The O has 2 dots on top. Malmo, Sweden. IO Interactive, Malmo. Awesome. They don't say what they're working on or anything like that. Maybe they're helping out on Hitman. Maybe they're working on a Hitman spinoff or something like that.
I think probably
they're working on something else.
New IP. You think that could be?
I think the new studio is probably on, unless this is to support Hitman 2 going forward, and the main IO is going to be doing different things. Maybe
that could be it. But very cool seeing the studio going from Square Enix saying, "Yeah, we're dropping Hitman," to being on their feet and opening up a new studio. Good shit overall.
Yeah, this makes me very happy. Hitman 2 is excellent. Hitman 1 is excellent, and I'm very happy for those dudes. They are a prime example. Like when, because my friend actually over the weekend, he was like, "Oh yeah, that's bad news for Bungie, right? That they're leaving Activision." And I was like, "Well, look at IO Interactive when they left Square, and they're doing great." So,
yeah, at a certain point, a developer could be big enough that they could also be their own publisher. You know, IMO. Next up, if you picked up a PSVR or gifted one during the holiday season, PS Plus members get a free Firewall 0-hour weekend trial running right now between January 18th to January 20th. So while you're listening to this, go download that. I gave my impressions on it maybe a month or two ago. No, maybe or whatever. Really enjoyable.
now you played it with the DualShock, right?
Yes, I don't have the aim controller. Very doable. Yeah, if you don't have an aim controller, don't worry about it.
Moving the controller around, or is it actual sticks?
Moving the controller around.
How did you aim?
Has to be with the sticks.
Well, because Resident Evil,
you can switch the Resident Evil
to aim.
No, you don't use a stick to move your head. You move your head, but the other, I'm trying to map it out. The stick, which stick moves your feet?
Moves, the right stick. Does it do the quarter?
You move with the left stick.
You move your feet with left stick. I'm like bugging around. Yeah, so left stick moves your feet, but you still have to move your head. That'd be really weird if
but I'm saying, so to aim, you need to use just give you a reticle in the middle of your screen, and then when you move around, it moves with.
No. To aim, your gun is totally controlled. Like wherever your DualShock is, your gun is. So you stop. Yeah, you're still doing that.
Simulating the move, the aim controller.
Yeah, you're still doing that awkward thing where
because Resident Evil 7, the right stick only moves you around in little
shops.
Yeah, and then you actually aim with your head. So wherever you look, there's a reticle in the screen, and so you have to actually aim at the thing.
What if you're holding a weapon in Resident Evil or a gun in your hand? It follows your eye. It follows where your head is.
Yes. So if I'm looking straight, there's a reticle straight ahead. When I move, the reticle moves with me.
Okay, interesting. No, so in Farpoint, you could be not Farpoint.
Use the controller name. Okay.
And Firewall, yeah, you could be looking to your left while your gun is pointing forward. You know, so you could be checking down a hall or whatever.
So basically, the aim controller is just so it feels cooler.
Yes, and if you're playing with everyone's in the lobbies they all have mics. They all could tell me they're using the aim controller. But either way, if you don't want to spend money on aim controller, check out this free trial this weekend. This was an interesting news story I saw pop up on Reset Era. I didn't even know it was a thing. My brother Billy was telling me they've been doing this for a while, NVIDIA. But they are updating Wii games for the NVIDIA Shield TV in China using deep learning, AI deep learning. So I think last year something they released 4 only in China. The weirdest deal Nintendo did with them. Wii games on the NVIDIA Shield TV. I think Galaxy was one, Twilight Princess was one, I think Galaxy 2 as well. And it's pretty much using computer AI shit to up-res the textures and just make these games look amazing.
Wait, is this a fake Twitter at Chinese Nintendo?
Oh, I mean, it's probably some inside or something, some news website. But yeah, I just thought this was really cool.
This is really neat
information besides that, but just imagine PS5, more ports coming over that are just done by AI.
That happens
pretty much. And then second to last, new Dragon Ball Z action RPG title coming. Not that much information given about this, but this comes from way of Bandai Namco. Simply called Dragon Ball Game Project Z Action RPG.
They should just change their name to Bandco.
Namco, right?
Just simplify it.
Well, it used to be Namco Bandai, so now it's even more confusing. So they announced that.
No, I thought it was Tecmo Koei is Koei Tecmo, and I thought that's the one where it's no one knows.
I think both did swaps.
God damn it! Stop it.
Yeah, right. Well, let's who owns it? Who goes first? This is going to come out in 2019, so this year. It's pretty wild. I'm excited for it. They also announced that Dragon Ball Fighter Z will be getting a new fighter. People thought that a season 2 DLC pass was going to come, but now it's just.
But the fighter pass will never go on sale.
Yeah, right. I'm hoping that they fucking put the sale when they have a new guy. They said it's a new fighter from Universe 11. So it could be Jiren, Toppa. Who knows?
Yeah, I don't know.
We got more news dropping fast. GameStop's murky future may be getting brighter following the retailer's report of a third quarter loss of over $488 million in November last year. It seems like the company might be getting a much needed helping hand with rumors of a buyout expected to be completed by the end of February 2019.
They're finding ways to survive.
Now, a buyout, does that mean they're going to be closing? That doesn't mean they're going to be closing. That just means someone else is going to own them.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I was at Best Buy, GameStop for something the other day. Oh, I think when I got my grip for the Switch, and they're like, "Hey, your Pro membership lapsed. Do you want to renew it?" And I was like, "Hey, you're probably not going to be in business in 2 months, so no." I didn't say it, but you know,
I mean, half of the store it's just junk.
Funko. It is. It's all Funko Pops and fucking T-shirts, and they have like 3 racks of T-shirts at the one near me.
Clearance T-shirts also.
Yeah, it's great.
A lot of clearance puzzles too.
It's all Think Geek shit.
Yeah, I mean, GameStop had a place, but they kind of fucked it up when they didn't really care about the customer and just didn't really have a great.
They gave you 75 cents for last year's Madden.
Yep.
Yeah, that's true.
Last but not least, Rachel McCumbers, the mother of a young Fortnite player who submitted a dance for Epic's Boogie Down competition last year, is now suing the developer for including her son's dance in the game.
That's hilarious.
Yes, I actually saw this earlier as well. This is totally. She's not going to win this lawsuit at all because
nobody is.
It was part of a competition that in the competition rules said we own your dance even if you don't win.
Like, I mean, whoever sues for the dancing, any of the dancing stuff, they're not winning.
I think
like nobody is.
Carlton might have some grounds. We talked about this a couple.
But then there's the whole argument of like, well, did Alfonso Ribeiro does he own it, or do the whoever owns the rights to?
Well, can you even own a dance? Also, is the big issue.
Exactly.
Fresh Prince, and I think the only one that actually has a legit case is the rapper. I don't remember his name. 2 Milli.
2 Milli.
I don't know rappers. I do know some, but not him.
But yeah, this is wild because this one's like, nope, there is clear terms and conditions.
This one, you like, nope, this is like you have 0 chance. Come on.
Yeah, it's very funny.
Yeah, I guess it's worth a try, man. You know,
might as well.
I guess it's worth trying to dogpile, but like, dude, come on.
Epic has that money.
And the mom like made the kid. Someone put LMAO in all caps on that.
Oh, I did.
Apparently, the mom made the kid take down the video of him being excited when he saw his dance in the game.
Oh, that's sad.
Because clearly that's going to hurt the lawsuit. So.
Yeah, no, but this is so clearly like a mom just
trying to get some money.
The kid probably was fine with it until the mom was like, "Hey, we need money," and then the kid's like, "Oh, whatever you say, mom."
Well, Backpack Kid was doing that also. He's going into interviews. He's like, "Yeah, I don't deal with that. My mom's doing that." I have no comment, pretty much. But
I mean, if they get something,
flaws. But yeah, apparently Forza Horizon 4 Playground Games removed those emotes from Forza Horizon 4 because they're like, we don't want to get sued. Like, we're taking it down.
We have to stop you right there. Forza has emotes.
Forza Horizon 4 apparently does. The one Forza Horizon that I skipped.
Are the cars emoting?
No, like the drivers apparently. Apparently they pulled a Tony Hawk's Underground with this, and you can get out of the car now. So.
Oh wow! And really, in Horizon 4, you could get out.
I feel ashamed that I didn't know this because Horizon is my favorite driving series, and I just kind of didn't ever get to Forza Horizon.
I will have to look into that. I want to see what that gameplay looks like.
I gotta play Forza Horizon 4, man. I don't know how I.
No, what are you talking, dude? Just play 3. why are you playing skipping to 4?
Because 4 is in a setting that I like.
What's the setting?
Yet you haven't played it, so there you go.
Well, that's because I haven't had time. It came on the fall. I'm like, I'm about to turn my Xbox on.
What, and wait 2 hours for updates?
Dude, like my Xbox is basically my Xbox is literally just a glorified Blu-ray player at this point. It's like, you know what I used my Xbox for 2 weeks ago? Tay and I wanted to watch a Blu-ray movie while both of us played PS4.
Nice.
I was like, well, we need a third Blu-ray player because the 2 Blu-ray players are in use right now. So I literally I think it was like Harry Potter or something. We put it on TV and then we both played PS4 on the monitor.
I'm not sure if I have a setting on or something, but whenever I try watching any media on my Xbox, it gets so annoying. My controller keeps turning off after every 20 minutes. I think it's just in the setting, but I don't know. Maybe it's...
No, I think that's the thing.
That's like the default problem,
What is
right?
the most asinine thing about Xbox? I'm sorry. I know this is a PlayStation podcast, so it sounds like I'm talking shit, but it is ridiculous. Why am I getting notifications in the dead center of my screen when I am clearly in the Blu-ray player app? Why is there a Blu-ray player app? Why isn't it just a Blu-ray player? What am I going to download an app to do it? But I have to download. It's not built.
Oh yeah. I ran into that a couple.
When I buy an Xbox, I literally
it's
can't.
Just like on the PS4, dude. Everything's an app. So
no, but I'm saying, like, why is it not pre-installed? Like, if I didn't have internet and I bought an Xbox, I can't watch movies on it. It's so dumb. It's so stupid. Like, why do I need to update my Blu-ray player app? Come on.
Facts.
I don't know.
However, you can't really play Blu-rays. You could. That's interesting. You could play a Blu-ray and you could play a game, but one doesn't have any interaction.
Well, I guess you press play on a Blu-ray while you actually physically play a video.
Whereas you could watch Blu-rays. Here are all the games you could play right now because it's the weekend playlist. That was pretty good. Here is the drop coming to you live from PlayStation Blog. First up, we have Ace Combat 7 Skies Unknown, PS4 digital retail. I've heard a lot of good things about the series. I might throw it on my GameFly.
Now, is this the one that's VR enabled, or is that a totally different Ace Combat?
Doesn't say VR in the description or anything, so unsure.
I'm gonna look up Ace Combat.
Check up on that and let me know. Ass Divide, Hearts 2, PS4, PS Vita digital. The Grand Tour game, PS4 digital retail. Holy Potatoes, Where in Space, PS4 digital. Kingdom of Blades, PSVR digital. Onimusha Warlords, PS4 digital retail. Capcom's riveting samurai adventure returns. This version includes the original game's intense swordplay and dramatic revenge story, plus improved controls, widescreen display, a new soundtrack, and more. Experience this enhanced version of the best-selling action-adventure classic.
Just a quick update. Ace Combat 7 Skies Unknown is VR enabled.
Awesome.
I feel like that coming later.
It says it on the box art. So.
Oh, nice. Cool.
I feel like that game has been coming out for an eternity.
I mean, they announced it like 2-3 years ago. So
I remember seeing it at E3 a minute ago.
Yeah. So if you check it out, let me know how the VR is.
Panda Hero, PS4 digital. This picture of this panda actually looks very detailed. These textures on this cute panda.
Kind of creepy looking, honestly.
I like him. Planet RIX 13, PS4, PS Vita.
Vita lives.
Resident Evil 2 one-shot demo, PS4
Why is
digital.
this on the drop?
This is on the drop, and actually we forgot to talk about it earlier. That's why I was a little...
finish the drop, and then we'll go back to
it. Smoke and Sacrifice, PS4 digital. Vane, PS4 digital. The Walking Dead, the final season, episode 3, PS4 digital. That's finally coming out. Good shit. Y2K, a postmodern RPG, PS4 digital.
That's how you say that. I would have said yick.
Oh, no, yeah. This has been... we're actually giving this away at the New York Game Awards next week. If you buy a ticket. Sure.
Yeah.
I assume it's a PC code, to be honest. But yeah, there you have it. That's the drop this week. But jumping back to the one-shot demo, me and Anthony got a chance to play that right before this episode. Neither of us beat it, right? I got up to...
I couldn't find the second medallion.
I got up to the part after like you fall through the like you fall like in like a floorboard at one point, and then there were a bunch of zombies in that room and they kept killing me. But I actually heavily enjoyed it. As a not horror guy and not into that type of adventure puzzle game, I totally see like how amazing this game is going to be just based on like the production value, graphics, gameplay is really tight.
So I was really curious to see how the RE engine would translate, because Resident Evil 7 was first person and this is clearly third person. So I was curious to see how they would translate it from one to the other. And man, this game runs so good. It runs so good. I'm not going to play it at launch just because of a little indie game called Kingdom Hearts 3, but I do really want to get to it. And it looks amazing. It plays great. My immediate thought was, oh my God, what if they remake Resident Evil 4 with this engine? So it's going to be awesome. I never beat it, Resident Evil 2 back in the day because I was so young. I played it, but I never beat it. So I'm excited to eventually, get to go through it and play it. And I'm glad that we're finally getting zombies again, because everything else is just like bio-mutant monster things, and these are like legit actual zombies. So
yeah, the zombies like visually look really very detailed, very good.
Yeah, it's oh my God, the gore in it is so good, and the zombies are like legit terrifying.
Yeah, very spooky. Also, some clarification we talked about when we first mentioned the one-shot demo. You could pause the demo anytime. And it
so what I thought the second you open the app that the clock would start running, but it's only in-game time where the clock runs. So that is cool, but it's still half hour, still a little short. I wish it was an hour.
Yeah, but like if you were worried, which we were, like, oh, what if I get a phone call? I have to take a shit in the middle. Like I lose pretty much the rest of the demo. No, you could pause it, leave it fucking running for 5 hours, and then come back to it. Miguel, did you have a chance? I know you're probably the biggest RE guy here.
I downloaded it, but I haven't played it. Like
biggest RE guy.
Didn't play anything.
Who the fuck are you talking to?
Oh, he's the one buying it. No, at launch. Biggest RE2 purchaser here.
I put the order through, but I'm still thinking about it.
Did you play RE2, the original?
I played it, but I didn't even beat it.
Mm-hmm.
I played a lot more of 3 than 2.
Nemesis. Dude, the Tyrant in 2 is going to be so fucking terrifying. Oh my God. I don't even want to think about it. Oh, do you know what the Tyrant is, Jeff?
Is he the guy in the box art? No, that's the Nemesis, right?
Well, yeah, Nemesis is basically like a scarier Tyrant, which is hard to imagine. But he's just a giant guy that just follows you around the whole game, and he'll just burst through walls randomly and start chasing you down hallways where you have no escape, and it's just terrifying.
That does sound horrifying.
Yeah. I wonder if it's just going to be like a different experience because it's in third person. And
it's not tank controls. So that's why I'm interested in it, because it feels like how I wish. Okay, so it's one of those things where how like I would talk about with Spyro, where it's like it always was this, but it wasn't. But you always thought it was mentally.
Mm-hmm.
And so Resident Evil 2 Remake plays like how I originally remembered Resident Evil 4 playing the first time I played it. You know what I mean? Where it's like, this is what I wanted the game to be. You know what I mean? Like, from what I played from the demo, obviously I would have to play the full game, but this is exactly what I want it to be. And I think that the change to third person from tank controls is going to totally change the game in a good way.
Yeah, this definitely feels like a modern game. Yeah.
My question is, because the first one was in first person, right?
No, Resident Evil 7 is the only first person one. There's a couple on-rail ones, like Umbrella Chronicles, and there's another one. But yeah, everything else is either.
I don't know why I was thinking first person, but yeah, I was thinking it was first person for whatever
reason. Couple shooting gallery ones on Wii.
That's true. Interesting. I still gotta play it. I seen people beating the whole demo like in 3 minutes.
Yeah, I can't deal with that.
I imagine if you know where all the things are, though, like you probably could do it. So
could be. Yeah, I gotta try it, and I'm gonna wait until the reviews come out, and then if they're good, I'll pick it up. If not, I'll probably wait a little bit.
I'm probably just gonna. Honestly, I'm thinking about renewing GameFly. A lot of stuff coming out.
Yeah, quarter 1, 2019 is gonna be intense.
Well, yeah, that's the thing with GameFly. Like in the fall, I'm actually buying things, so I'm like, I'm not gonna.
But right now, what would you rent?
Yeah, what would you have out next week?
Yeah, because you're getting Kingdom Hearts, right? Obviously.
Yeah,
okay, so I'll
take a day off.
No, okay, so let me rephrase. I'm thinking about renewing GameFly like in April.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And also, my best friend who I game share with on PS4 is buying Days Gone, so now that's one less $60 purchase I need to make. So.
Wait, don't you game share with Tay?
I game share with her. He game shares with me, but I don't game share back with him.
Oh,
because he mains Xbox, so he doesn't care.
A one-sided relationship. Interesting.
He mains Xbox, so he doesn't care. He literally only plays PS4 exclusives on PlayStation.
But yeah, no, my takeaway from the RE2 demo was that this is going to review 9+. Like,
I'm going to
Yeah.
say like an 8-7 up.
mm,
I think
I mean,
ceiling is like a 9-7. I think floor is going to be an 8-5. 8-2, 8-2, 8-2. Someone will give it an 8-2.
I mean,
Like,
someone will give it a
Schreier
7.
will be like, oh, it lacks the true terror of the original, some stupid shit.
because I dabbled like probably an hour in the RE1 remake that was on Plus.
Yeah, totally different.
On PS4. Yeah, and now exactly because that was like kind of just like
that was actually, like I said, like I was telling you before we recorded.
Yeah.
That was a GameCube game that got kind of up-resed for. The GameCube version was the remake, and then they up-resed it for PS3 and 360, and then brought it again over to PS4.
And yeah, you could feel that in that game where it's like, oh, it still kind of feels like an old game, whereas this RE2 remake feels like it was
made.
It
was from the ground
from the ground up, yeah.
right? So
yeah, but it was still tank controls though. Like it wasn't a reimagining like Resident Evil 2 remake is.
Yeah,
and they're changing the story.
They changed.
Oh, really? Oh.
I don't know
Yeah,
what. I do know they changed.
I don't know. I'm sure they're not gonna change too much, but they're changing some parts of the story.
Very fucking.
That's why.
cool.
That's why I was surprised that they were charging $60 instead of $40. Because
that's the thing. It's like
sense.
when it comes to Game of the Year conversations and stuff, this game I think will need to be considered a new game because it's so different from the original. That's like, yeah, the stories are kind of still the same, but
gameplay wise,
it's a completely different game.
I think it'll be shafted though, not shafted, but like kind of forgotten, like RE7.
Well, it's going to be
January games, man. Yeah.
I mean, it's not. I mean, the next like 3 months are just gonna be a mess, man. I think we're gonna forget about all these games that come out.
One's in April.
True. The next 4 months, man. It's gonna be
crazy. In May?
What game?
Is there anything in May? We should do a preview of the next couple months.
MK in May.
Ooh, Mortal Kombat.
Right?
God damn.
I think DMC also, no?
That sounds about right. Sounds about right.
And the next like fucking 4 or 5 months are just
wow, M, but not May. DMC5 is March.
Wow, really? Is it the 15th or the 22nd?
8th. March 8th.
Oh wow, okay, at the beginning. Wow, March is gonna be lit, dude. Jesus.
Yeah, but none of it matters because the Division is coming out.
So. Oh wow, shouts out. May, we forgot. Rage 2, May 14th.
Oh my god.
For some reason I thought that game was later in the year, but maybe I'm thinking
I thought it was like in June, but I guess
when's Doom Eternal? July? August?
I don't think
and that game's coming out too. Jesus fucking Christ.
Later than August. It's
once you're done playing Rage 2, Miguel, get ready for Crash Team Racing in June 21st.
Oh my god, I'm fucking hard already.
Yeah, this and then you got Mortal Kombat in April, like I said.
Job, I guess. I don't know.
March has Division, Sekiro. Yeah, 2019 shaping up to be a good year for video games, guys.
Imagine they all fucking suck.
Imagine it, like you just boot up Anthem and then it's like, thanks for playing, credits.
Be better for my wallet.
Dude, I feel like that game.
I have a weird feeling about Anthem, man. I want it to be good.
I think it's gonna be good. I feel that they're gonna put their heart and soul on that game, dude. After what happened with Andromeda. Yeah,
but
dude.
It's a different
I have to.
Though. That's like it has nothing really to do.
Oh, I know, but that's still when people think about it, like the casuals, what they're gonna think. They're not gonna think that some other studio just because of the name.
I don't know.
Like I feel they have to
theme. It's like it's driving the developers more. Like, yeah, we have to bring our name back.
I guess. I mean,
I hope
so. Hudson, so it's gonna at least be good.
Yeah. Oh, you know what we forgot to bring in the stories? The story about your boy, the Borderlands 3 main guy.
Oh fuck me! I forgot to read that whole article. Damn it! And yeah, that was
basically Randy Pitchford is just doing stupid skeevy shit.
He keeps porn on his flash drive, on his CEO of a major game company.
That was? I was thinking of the other story.
Well, that
was the Jason Schreier thing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was part of it. Supposedly it was underage porn, and then he was in a podcast explaining why he had it in there. And he pretty much is just because she did magical stuff that he needed to watch.
Just get
Wait,
two
it was
fucking.
underrated. Are we sure we're quoting that right? It was definitely underrated.
Supposedly that's what
That's
the guy
yeah.
that sued said, but he's like, it wasn't. It was she was 18. I think
Yeah.
she was like a cam girl. So
Yeah,
I guess
Pitchford said she was 18, and when you have to clarify that she was 18, I don't know.
he bought the video from video cam girl. So yeah, I assume they had to be 18.
Dude,
For them to,
Oh, and then hold on, yeah, even the bigger part of that, not even the fucking USB thing. He was taking $15 million bonuses under the table that were supposed to go to the development team. Yeah. Well, that's a big story. Go check that out over
didn't he
Kotaku.
lose the USB drive at like a bar or something?
Yep.
Yeah.
It also had, I mean, this is why it broke, because it also had confidential video game documents on it for whatever.
Like, how dumb are you?
And the guy that found it, I guess, obviously released all this stuff, and then pretty much just he gave it back for games and like some clothes and shit. It was pretty
so dumb.
It's wild how like you could be a CEO of a company and just be that stupid.
But wait, why put porn on that USB when you have
USB drives cost a shitload,
clearly.
man? You're gonna buy a new fucking 64 gig that costs at least $20 on Amazon.
Jeez,
Serious, Miguel?
I don't know, man.
Gotta cut costs. You,
right,
you just got $15 million.
You
Gotta cut costs. How are you gonna save all that money?
All right, let's wrap this shit up. Jeff, would you like to do the Patreon shout outs for the week for anyone that backs us on patreon.com/PSBestFriends?
fucking Christ.
Out. Jake Malore, Nathaniel Hicks, and Timothy Wooten. We love you.
Love you long time.
Also, don't forget to check us out on YouTube. You can just go to youtube.com, type in the search bar, PS Best Friends or PlayStation Best Friends. Check out all the content we have put up there. I want to start doing some stuff for Division. We're going to have to start figuring that out, Miguel and I.
We want to do a lot of stuff. Just
With the Division specifically, because I'm going to be playing it a lot. But yeah, we'll see.
So you just stream it, dude, the whole time.
Yeah, we'll see. You can also check us out on Twitter. Our main Twitter is at PSBF Podcast, but you can find me at Anthony Palm. Jeff and Miguel, where can people find you?
People can find me at PlayStation. I work Dark Angel 1010 and at Twitter at Angel Alvarez 10 with a J.
You threw us in the same group that I was throwing off. You can find me on Twitch, Twitter, and YouTube, Mr. Brawl96, as well as PSN Brawl96.
And you can find me on PSN and Steam, the only X188. That's ONE, numbers 88. And on Battle.net, playing Hearthstone at the only X1, hashtag 1470. That's going to do it for this week. Thank you for listening to episode 87. Getting close to 100 episodes. Kind of crazy. Yeah. We will catch you all next week.
Bazinga. Lit.